Whereas your lordships will not avoid the inevitable consequence by, of course, your lordship's words can always, but that's the logical consequence of retroactivity. Like that technique of giving a notice to the speaker, it is trying to decimate the entire 10th schedule by saying dissent. Dissent has to be within the boundaries.
Sir, aware of Mahabharat, my lord, that Ashwatthamo Hata, Narova Kunjarova, whether they are Shiv Sena, we are Shiv Sena.
The 3 points are covered: prohibitory, affirmative, 189, and resignation. Now, the 4th point is this prospective and retrospective of the EC. They're all important queries which fell from my lord. My lord, the Chief Justice asked this question more than once.
That is C.
That is my C, my lord is right. Pages 8 to 10.
Page 8.
Just forget everything else. I'll take one point here is enough. Whatever else your lordship holds, on the bare text, textually and facially, symbol order number 15, has to be prospective. Forget all we'll come to the interpretation. Just read the text facially. That's at para 15A of my note.
Yes.
Without anything more. We'll come to the consequences. As drafted facially, without any interpretation, it has to be only prospective. Kindly read. Power of the Commission in relation to splinter groups. Now, I've underlined some words. I've taken the liberty of underlining some words. 2 things, If your lordship were to hold the 19th July, that's the date, order of the EC. 17th February 23. I'm sorry, 17th February. Petition is filed on 19th July. 17th February is the order. Now, the order to be retroactive, question number 1, retroactive from when? There are 3 possibility retrospectivities. Look at the consequence. The lordship doesn't hold it to be without the consequence. 3. One is, it is retroactive from the date the Shiva Sena was recognized as a 29A political party. That is 1990 or 92. I'm giving you 3 alternatives. I'm not... because today I am the Election Commission. I hold that this is the Shiva Sena. If it is retroactive, logically it should go to the date when 29A. But let's leave that. Second, it goes back to 21st June when this action started. And third, it goes to 19 July when the petition was filed. There are only 3 possibilities, Malus. In all of these, the consequences would be that, actually everything, I would be guilty, but I am actually, I mean people who have remained with Mr. Thackeray. I'm just using a phrase because there's no other phrase available. And people who have left. Now, the people who have followed the 10th schedule and remained with Mr. Thackeray would be actually liable for disqualification if your lordship relates back that. So your lordship would be giving a premium to those who follow the 10th schedule, and the people who have not followed the 10th schedule will protect their disqualification also and disqualify me also. Whereas your lordships will not avoid the inevitable consequence by, of course, your lordship's words can always, that's the logical consequence of retroactivity. They would make an arc of immunity for their own disqualification and actually be liable because the party from 19th July, any whip, any order, everything, I have violated because I'm not the party from 19th July. And therefore, I am liable to something, or from actually, logically speaking, from the origin. Therefore, this... And it would have the strange effect of an election of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray in 2018. Would also go without there being a fresh election unseating him. Everything will go, No adjudication. By the mere act of recognition relating back either to 1990s or to 19th of July or to 23, 21st of June, there would be chaos. The consequences are, and apart from the fact that this is clearly textually not intended by the symbols order. The 4th and the last, under this head, I'm not on the next point, under this head, it would also destroy, not collateral damage, major direct damage. It would destroy the relating back which is held by a lordship of Rajendra Rana. Now, note this. Not a single judgment even of any high court, leave aside Supreme Court, says that the election commission will relate back. A constitution bench has held the field for very long, saying a disqualification 10 schedule order relates back. If your lordship were today to do this, your lordship would be giving primacy to an order under a symbols order, with any judicial precedent not saying so, versus a constitutional provision already held by a constitution bench to relate back. And your lordships cannot reconcile a relation back of disqualification with a relation back of the EC. It can't be reconciled. Today, Malas, suppose tomorrow the speaker disqualifies Mr. ABC. It is common ground by Rajendra Rana and many other cases. It relates back to Malas, June 22. But there cannot be disqualification because by then your lordship also would be applying a EC order retroactively. Therefore, Malas, your lordship already has jurisprudence and a precedent.
Prospective according to you. All right.
Then, Malas, the fifth aspect is this political party and legislative party.
Dr. Singhvi, now 5 minutes now.
Malas, we will finish before your lordship's time. He will, within this time, we'll finish. We are conscious of that. Malas. 3:45 minutes, we'll finish within time. I'll give him 5 minutes also. He'll have 5 minutes. Now, Malas, F is a very important part. Actually, it goes to the root. This is the political party versus legislative party debate, but from an angle different than Mr. Sibbal's. This is very well different. Kindly, Malas, read this from a different perspective.
F.
Well, actually, in practice, how we sit, where we sit, which rooms we are given, is all based on the collectivity of a party. Not an individual. Suppose a member is a leader of a party, he is very, very senior. But that party has only 3 seats. And another party with yesterday's first time member, but the party is a large number. Seats are allocated, rows are allocated, rooms are allocated only on the basis of party. That's the way it has to be. Now, prior to introduction, this is very, very important. Just kindly see this. This evolution has been forgotten in this argument of political party and legislative party. Prior to the 10 children, prior to 85, the constitution did not mention political party anywhere. Although in parliamentary democracy, the heart, as your lordship has in the English books, is political party. Westminster model is political party. Even though political parties were always recognized to be an essential component of the Westminster form of parliamentary government, political party as a term was defined for the purpose of election law in para 2H of the symbols order. Thereafter, through amendments, the ROPA, the Representation of People's Act, was put political party. They are the 2 statutory levels. It came in, Malas, for the first time with the 10th schedule, which is a constitutional recognition of political parties. And today, our lordship has been asked to negate that recognition. Next para. On the other hand, the concept of a legislature party has no legal or statutory basis. A legislature party, by its very nature, is not a permanent association of persons. Its life is coterminous with the term of the House. The very coming into existence of a legislature party is dependent on a contingency, the success of more than one candidate belonging to a political party. The 10th schedule defines a legislature party in terms of a political party. That is, conclusive, I say. According to me, I may be wrong. It's conclusive. Legislature party is defined in terms of the political party. I've quoted the definition. And Malas, your lordship is concerned with a whip. Whip is peculiarly a political party activity. Let it be within the scope of the constitution and by all means which are appropriate, which are adopted to that end. And here we have added, Malas, I have added 4 clear escape routes or Malas, mitigating circumstances. You don't follow them, but you follow this. This is Malas, extremely unfair. This is Malas, actually, this is again like that technique of giving a notice to the speaker. It is trying to decimate Malas, the entire 10th schedule by saying dissent. Dissent has to be within the boundaries Malas, of that. But I'm extremely grateful and
Thank you, Doctor.
very deeply obliged.
Thank you, Doctor. Yes, Mr. Kamal.
Lords, I'll finish in 5 minutes, my lord. The 5 minutes left. Lords, I have put my thoughts in rejoinder in additional rejoinder A5, my lord, which is just a 5-6 page document. I have just 5 submissions to make. The lordships kindly have that. My lords, I had addressed your lordships on writ petition 479 of 2022, which was a challenge to the decision. Lord, that is A5. I'm sorry, my lord.
Right.
It's rejoinder additional rejoinder A5 filed yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. My lords, I had made submissions, my lord, only on writ petition 479, which is challenging the validity of the decision of the speaker on 3rd of July 2022. That is, my lord, the change of recognition from Sunil Prabhu to Bharat Gogavle late in the evening of 3rd July. Now, my lords, the validity of this decision is, my lords, unconnected with the ultimate, my lords, view which your lordships will take in the disqualification proceedings, whether your lordships want to decide it here or send it back. This, my lords, challenge is an independent challenge. Your lordships will have to determine whether the speaker was right or wrong. And the only defense which was taken originally in the reply was that it is 212. It is inside the house. And I had said that that is completely in the realm of unconstitutionality. There has been absolutely no rebuttal, my lord. That I have indicated in paragraph number 2, my lords, item 2. 3, my lords, I had submitted sub-Roman small 3, that the term political party is not an indeterminate, nebulous concept. Today, there are 30 people claiming, there may be more factions claiming that I am the political party. But on 21st of June, there was only one political party that was, my lord, in writing, which was communicated to the Election Commission, that was headed by us. Not with respect. This is not, my lord, a Narova Kunjarova. My lordships are aware of Mahabharat, my lord, that Ashwatthamo Hata, Narova Kunjarova. Whether they are Shiv Sena, we are Shiv Sena. In June, my lord, still they filed a petition on 19th of July. There was no dispute. There can't be any dispute in law that I represented the political party. So that's the second point which has not been answered as far as section 29A is concerned, my lord. My lords, time and again, my learned friends, my lord, said that we have never claimed a split. In fact, I remember, my lord, Honorable Justice Kohli asking Mr. Kaul, is it your case that there is a split? And he said, on more than, my lords, 5 occasions, which I have reproduced, kindly see this. First, our case is not a split at all. I have never argued I have a split. Now, kindly see the submissions before the Election Commission. And now the cat is out of the bag. Please have a look at paragraph 16, my lord, of my note. And I've reproduced paragraph 7 of their petition before the Election Commission. In view of the above mentioned facts and circumstances, it is evident that there is a split in the Shiv Sena. And all the written submissions filed by Mr. Mahesh Jetmalani and Mr. Shinde, my lords, categorically say there is a split. I have pointed that out, my lords, in paragraph 17. To come here, my lords, and say that we are a faction, we represent the political party, is only sugarcoating, my lord, the factum of a split. Lords, lastly, my lord, ultimately your lordships will decide. Lords, I am reminded of a, my lords, Sanskrit Subhashit, my lord. And it says, my lord, Kakaha Krishnaha, Pikaha Krishnaha. That, my lord, the crow is also black, the cuckoo is also black. Ko Bedaha Pika Kakoy. What is the difference? Who's the Shiv Sena here? Vasanta Samaye Prapte, Kakaha Kakaha, Pikaha Pikaha. And I'm sure, my lords, the time of judgment will be clear, my lord, who's the real Shiv Sena. Thank you so much.
We'll be failing in our duty if I don't mention that the assisting counsels, my lords, on both the sides did a phenomenal job in assisting us. And very grateful to your lordships for all the time.
Our compliments to you for
Yes.
Yes, my lord. Rohit Sharma is yes.
Valuable assistance.
our compliments
All on the sides, my lords, they did a phenomenal job. We could not have argued this without their
to
assistance.
the juniors is also
Yes.
to us.
We are
Very grateful, my
very
lords, for all
patient
the time that your lordships gave us. For all the time that your lords.
We'll
Grateful,
reserve judgment.
grateful.
Very, very grateful.